Hello everybody, you're welcome to your favorite TV show, Upclose, only on Max TV, Sports, Entertainment and more. Follow me on all social media, Ohinba Marshall. My name is Marshall. Today, I'm privileged to be sitting with one of Ghana's top favorite artists who has managed to infuse Afrobeats and hip-hop together. Today, he's going to tell us about his story. You know, most musicians in Ghana, come around and talk about their story, good, bad, hustle, a whole lot. And today he's also going to talk about his hustle in the music industry. He's a very good songwriter, he's a good producer, and he's a very, very good singer as well. Today he's going to talk about all of this. You already know, right? Stay tuned. When I come back, me and my guest will chit-chat. Okay, so welcome back. If you just tuned in, you are watching Up Close only on your favorite TV station, Max TV. My name is Marshall. Follow me on all social media, Ohinba Marshall. As I said earlier, I have a great songwriter, a genius rapper, a wonderful producer, and we are going to talk about his story. Mr. EL.
Hey, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's good, man?
It's been a while, Charlie.
I know you as EL. A lot of people know you as EL.
Yeah.
You've been around the globe. You've played crazy shows. You've had beautiful music videos all over the world.
Right.
You've been everywhere. Yeah. That's what people know.
Right.
But they don't know before EL.
Right. Yeah.
EL was a very young guy at the time.
Yeah.
And growing up to become who he is today.
Yeah.
Looking at that journey, how was it like for you? Did you grow up as a Dada B, as a hustler? How was the journey like for you?
Well, people consider EL to be a Dada B in quotes when they hear me. But the thing is, it wasn't that way when I was growing up at all. We grew up in Dansoman, Mama's Inn, in a one-bedroom house.
Wow.
Yeah, one bedroom house.
One bedroom with mom, dad,
everybody in the same house, man, till I was about 16 years old.
16?
Yeah, it's about 16. Then we moved out to another place at Spintex Road. And then, life began to get a little better. So it's really not that I be life. It's just that I've been very lucky to have had parents who really encouraged reading and education. Okay. So when people hear me speak, they're like, hey, this guy,
that be life.
That's not the way it was at all.
So would you say you're a Dansoma boy?
I'm a DC boy and I'm a Spintex boy. I'm a North Carnation boy because I moved there.
Well, you moved to North Carnation too?
Yeah, when I started to live by myself, I moved to North Carnation. And then after North Carnation, I also lived in Achimota. So I'm an Achimota boy as well. Oh. And I'm a Spintex, I'm an Oyarifa boy. I live in Oyarifa now.
Wow.
So I'm everywhere. I'm an Accra boy. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, so how was your school journey like since you've been moving from places to places?
School journey was interesting, man. I started out in St. Martin Porris in Dansoman. Okay. Then moved out to Jack and Jill. And then went to Presec, went to University of Ghana, went to Gimpa. And then I was like, Charlie, let me hold on small.
Wow.
That's cool, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
But with all this cool, why did you decide to do music?
Music is a business.
Okay.
So if you want to succeed in a business, you have to be educated, you have to be informed. And I think even though I didn't study music in uni, I went to music school for a short time when I was very little. And university just gives you skills to be able to analyze things, to understand things. If they give you a contract right now and you don't understand what the contract says, you are going to mess it up because you don't enter into the right terms. Sure. So I think education in general just prepares you for life.
But you, with all this education, did you ever realize or think you wanted to be into music business? Yeah,
I've always wanted to be into music since I was little, man. I've always been passionate about sound, about just recording yourself and then hearing it back. It's just something that the first time I heard that I could record myself and then hear it back, somebody did it for me. I was like, that's my voice. From that side, I was hooked.
So, who introduced you into the music industry?
Man, nobody held our hand and said, "Come, make I show you how to be an artist, or make I show you how to be a musician, or into the industry." Man, we just did our thing, and people began to realize. When I say we, I meant Skillions, because that's where I began.
Okay.
So I remember we made a tape called the Skillions tape.
Yeah.
The Skillions
tape, yeah.
Mixtape. And Hammer heard it, and at that time Hammer was like top of the food chain, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he called us, he met us at Polo Club, me and Jay So, and he sat us down and he said, "You guys should play this beat." We say, "Yeah, we play them." He say, "So we instrument that."
Huh?
How you do?
How do you do this? Huh?
And so I was like, wow, if Hammer can call us and be curious about how we do our thing,
exactly,
then we are doing something right. So we just walked in.
Last, I came to your studio and I was having some few challenges. So I spoke to Stefan, and then he was telling me you were very genius in terms of IT, connecting this, connecting that. Right. Would you say it influenced you to become a producer?
Yeah, I've always been, from kiddie time, I'll pick apart a radio.
Yeah.
Like I'll go open and see what's inside. Like, how is this thing playing? How is it receiving signals from here? And so I've always been the guy who's just going around, just be curious, asking questions, how this works.
But how did they inspire you to become a producer?
I was able to travel when I was in uni.
Okay.
To London, and then I was very much into video games.
Okay.
And I went into a video game shop and bought a couple of video game CDs. Back then it was, big CDs that you'd play on your Nintendo or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I picked out a few, but one of them happened to be a production CD, which I didn't know. I didn't know it was for production. So when I popped it in, I realized, this is for making beats. So I started trying my hand at that. And that's when I started making production beats.
When did you realize you wanted to, become a commercial producer for other artists to come through your studios?
The commercialization came also around Skillion's time, because JSO is like our leader.
Okay.
JSO was the one who began this whole thing. JSO was responsible for the first rap group in Ghana. That's JSO.
The first rap group?
The first rap group in Ghana. First official hip-hop rap group in Ghana.
There was this guys, Shocky Joe and Co.
They were Dansoman boys, but they were more underground.
Okay.
Rap. We were actually trying to get mainstream rap done.
Okay.
So we knew them. We knew what do you call them? Shoka and his
brother,
people. Yeah. We knew about Soldiers in Dansoman. You remember Soldiers?
Yeah, Soldiers in.
Yeah, and there were some other ones coming up, but the first ones to actually make a big statement that this is hip hop, this is GH rap, was Skillions. So I can stand on good authority and say we're the first official hip hop group in the country. And then JSO began to make beats commercially. People would just come from different places. We got Ali and PK to come, Pretty Nice and Pretty Dice to come. Different people started coming from different places for beats and for production and for features and stuff like that. And it became a commercial thing. So I learned from Jay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but you learning from Jay.
Yeah.
Entering into the commercial market.
Yeah.
I remember someday I came into your studio with an artist called Lighter.
Yeah.
Inside Osu.
Yeah.
At the time, I think it was Jay Foley or someone was around.
Yeah.
That time was different. When I entered, it was only you and Jay. There was no Skillion.
No.
And at that time too, you were into the mainstream business. You had produced songs for Zeal, VIP, Tiny, and other artists.
Yeah.
I mean, what really inspired you to want to be into the mainstream music business?
I was inspired by D Black. I was advised by D Black.
D Black.
Yeah. I was advised by D Black. D Black was like doing his thing,
Yeah, back in the days.
Yeah. And he came to the studio and said, "You have all these songs. You're not going to take doing it." Like, why? What do you do? What are you doing? I was like, okay, make I drop some track and see.
Yeah.
So it was mainly. This is the first time I'm saying it was mainly D Black who advised me to drop Antimatter.
Oh, okay.
And, that's when things started, getting into crazy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Antimatter was the very, very first song you released, like officially, or
it wasn't. It was about my official first. Yes.
Because I remember I saw you in a video with Scientific and Sack on
Tell Your Mama.
Was that your very first video?
That was my first video appearance. Yeah, that was my first video appearance. I had never been in a music video before.
Wow.
So that was very new to me, Charlie. I was sitting in that chair with my head. That was some interesting stuff, man. But after that, you know, Sway came and shot a video with Jay So, and I did a cameo in that video as well.
Okay.
And I began to see that, hey, this thing, the video, I did like this thing, you know?
Yeah.
So that's when I started also trying to get my own way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But your very first video with Scientific and Sack.
Yeah.
How was the experience like for you? You very first time shooting a video, you know. But you and Scientific, how was even the collaboration? How did it happen?
Oh, that's the family, man. That's the homie.
Yeah. That's
Scientific. We call
Skillions.
Him, we call him Offsprings. He knows what it is. But that's my boy. The video was interesting, man. That was the first time I'd ever been like in a music video. We shot it in Trasaco. That was my first time going to Trasaco. I was like, hey, wow, some places they done now, you know. Then the vibe was just different.
Yeah,
you know. So as we were shooting it, I was learning stuff about, you know, how people they use camera to do this. Those times we shoot on 5D.
On 5D, you know,
so when you get 5D camera, you're like, Charlie, this is professional camera. You know? So it was interesting, man. It was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of. So from where I was coming from, which was not like that type of space. I wasn't coming from that space that I knew all about this. It was interesting. And working with Scientific, because Scientific was like our senior. He did rap. Scientific was a rapper.
Like
and he was with Wonder World. And everybody wanted to be with Wonder World. So to have an opportunity to work with a Wonder World artist, it was like
something else.
And then Sarko there also was like bubbling, man.
Yeah, at the time.
We had heard about Sack, and having to work with him also was another big deal for me, you know. So
wow. All right, you know, fans don't really know that video.
Yeah.
I want to play it out for them to see EL's very first video featuring Scientific.
All right, let's check it out.
And the Sarko there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. EL's very first video, very first appearance in the Scientific featuring Sarkodie and EL. Tell Your Mama. Take a look at it. When we come back, we'll chit chat.
Let's go. Tell your mama and your papa say I like you, girl. Tell your baka dance alanta I like you, girl. The way you dey move, oh, they make I feel. The way you dey dance, so they make I feel. So tell your mama and your papa say I like you, girl. Tell your baka dance alanta I like you, girl. The way you dey move, oh, they make I feel. Scientific, baby. Wanna work, What up? Would you be my girlfriend? You got characteristics of a wife and not a mere friend. Making love and party, we could do it often. When you transform somebody, beat it to my offsprings. Tell these gold diggers get off him. All these niggas hating cause I'm flossing. Y'all so beautiful, your body just suitable. I don't really care what it costs me. Get it, I ain't no player, girl. Perfect definition of the God that you said I was. Loving, caring, faithful, loyal, and you know the rest. Understanding, respect, and truth, we will be the best. The way you move, I really wanna peep that. No need to put it on me, already feeling the impact. Scientific together, we both shine. Cause I really don't mind. Tell these girls it's our time. Tell your mama and your papa say I like you, girl. Tell your baka dance alanta I like you, girl. The way you dey move, oh, they make I feel. Straight up, the way you dey dance, oh, they make I feel. Take it as it is, and find a hope. Polena and a hoya more time. And the mediano, no, my fan, come on, no moon, go a bowl, no, to a fema, no, salary pop.
Okay, so welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you are watching Upclose only on Max TV, Sports, Entertainment, and more. My name is Marshall. Follow me on all social media on Heneba Marshall. Today, I'm privileged to have Mr. EL in the studios. You just watched his very first video featuring Scientific. EL, so after the very first video with Scientific, what happened to EL?
I was working with Jay Foley in Osu.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a small studio, a small business called Trap, the radio advertising people.
Okay.
And we basically did radio adverts. So at that time, most of the adverts you would hear on radio, whether it was for MTN or Guinness or whatever, it was me who was doing that, the voice on radio. And so after working hours, then the studio would be free, and that's when I would get to record my songs.
Whoa.
Yeah, so recorded a couple of songs, many songs. So my first single came out from that studio called Why. It's called Why You Did Do Me So.
Okay.
Oh baby, why you did do me so.
You shot a video?
So we didn't shoot a video for that one, but we did CDs and stuff.
Okay.
And I got my first manager over there.
Whoa.
And that's when I started. I remember Edem was like the biggest artist at that time. And Edem hopped on a song with me and Gemini, and I was so honored. I was like, wow, it was a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
And then I left that studio. We moved into a more personal studio. At that time, Obo became a very good friend of mine as well.
Okay.
So he gave me a studio. He just said, I have a studio here. I know that you are talented. You have work ethic. Go and work in the studio and pay me rent.
Whoa.
So, yeah, so he gave me the studio.
So was it an already set up studio?
Already set up studio. I went in there, I was shocked. It was a little old because nobody had been working there for a while. But it was a studio. They had a keyboard, they had a computer, they had stuff in there. So I started working out of that studio, and that's when I recorded Antimatter, and that's when I recorded Zeal and the Crew. A lot of artists came through that studio. And at that time, I was living in the studio because I rebelled and left my parents' home. So that's where I was living for a while. Yeah.
Antimatter was the very first song you released, your song.
Antimatter,
like you coming out as an official artist.
Official artist, yeah, I would say Antimatter.
With performances, you've been around the globe. You've been everywhere.
Yeah.
And in Ghana, you've been on every stage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Would you say it's a Mama I Made It moment?
My aim is much bigger than just making it in Ghana. You know, it's way bigger than that. It's not just about me, it's about the people around me as well, because if I'm shining and the people around me are not shining, then I've not made it.
Okay.
You know, so as long as there's somebody around me who is not at least comfortable, then I wouldn't say I've made it. So I've never told my mom that I've made it. My mother thinks
I've made it. Your family sees you on TV.
My mother thinks that I'm really special, you know, but there's so much more that I want to do, you know, so yeah.
So after your Antimatter, we all realized you came out with Sack on our Zonto song.
Yeah.
Because that song also brought you.
Yeah, You Go Kill Me. You Go Kill Me was supposed to be for. I always say this. It was supposed to be for Stargo. That's that beat. So it was me and Shona Music in the studio one day, and we're making the beats. We're cooking up the beats. For Stargo, because Stargo said he wanted one of those Azonto beats that we are doing. So okay, cool, we'll do some for you. So he was on his way to the studio, and Sack just walks in the studio unannounced. Like, Charlie, what's up? I said, it's like Charlie likes that beat. Charlie, what's up? Let me do some. And he had some bars already in his head.
Okay.
So like, okay, you do this one, we'll do another one for Stargo. And the rest is history, man.
So would you say it was the beginning of Azonto? Because it's in the news that Gasmela is claiming to be the king of Azonto. He brought Azonto.
Charlie, everybody in Kona did do it. So we were doing our thing, and to us, it was a movement that we were not totally responsible for, because we knew that people in other places at that time, Shashi Wowo had come, you know. A lot of Azonto songs were out. So we wouldn't say that we were the ones who originated it, but we would say we contributed to it in a very large way.
The upcoming artists, most of them do their own stuff. They say, oh, there's no investor, there's no one to help me, you know, I had to do my own way, my own moves to get to where I am today, and blah, blah, blah. Would you say you guys didn't treat the investors back in the days very well? The reason why the upcoming guys are suffering?
Oh no, there's always going to be people who want to invest. You have to find them. You have to find the
but
right
we don't
people.
Have
no, in Ghana, unfortunately, we don't have a very dedicated investing culture, especially in the arts. Nobody really believes in that. But what I'm saying is that if I was listening to the radio, I think yesterday, and I heard that an artist had been signed. When they mentioned the artist's name, I didn't know who he was, but he's been signed to a very well-renowned international record label. Now, how did that happen? You found somebody who knew those people, and they made a reference and said this artist has potential, and they looked into the artist and said, okay, even though he's not known, we can tell he has talent, so they take you on. One advice I give to everybody who asks me that question, shall they manage me or invest in me? I'm saying, I tell them, if you look hard enough, and you'll find somebody who has the resource to push you. It could be me. I'm already investing into artists. Like 3 artists who I'm investing my time.
Like currently?
Yeah, currently. I don't make noise about it because, like you know, I don't believe in signing artists. I don't.
Whoa, but why? Why don't you believe in signing artists? But you have 3 other artists you're promoting.
Yeah, but they are not signed to
they are not
label.
signed to your
They are
label.
not signed to my label. They are affiliated to VO Nation. They are co-signed by EL, but I'm not assuming to be their owner.
Would you say you're scared of competition on your own record label?
Scared of? Oh, you mean the artists I'm signing competing with?
Yeah.
Me? Oh no. No. It's not about that. It's about me having been an artist and feeling the way I felt when I was signed, and it was a little. It was good because for a long time it was good. But then when I began to evolve, when I began to see a lot of the way things work in the industry, it became clear to me that look, I might be better off just doing my own thing and carving my own path and being responsible for my own career. So I like artists to feel that they are the authors of their story. You know, if things be, it be because you make it be.
Exactly.
Not anybody will come then tell you say this belongs to me and this. No, I don't want any artist who allow me to feel that way.
Yeah, and you've been trending on social media everywhere.
Have I?
Yeah. You've been trending, Charlie. Recently, I even had there was a song from Sarkodie, Sub-Zero. He was claiming to be the best rapper, and if he dies, no one can replace him, or unless he dies before someone can replace him. And then you said, nobody is the best rapper in GH. No artist, no rapper is the best rapper in GH. On what grounds are you, you know?
I mean, if we were to take a vote on like who is the best rapper, of course you'll get a list of artists, you know, on that list. You get your top 5.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they are the best rapper. It just means that they are the favorite of the people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's the people's
favorite. But it was
favorite.
a punchline. He said, until he's dead.
Yo, me, I believe Sark is in my top 3. Definitely.
Top 3. So who would you say is the top?
Oh, this matter again. You only cap on the controversy. I already tweeted it. I already did an interview yesterday, and I made this particular list. I said my top 5 was Kojo Q. In no order. I said I was in no order. I don't want to arrange them. You guys, you could talk to EL says Kojo Q is the best rapper. Apart from me, I said it was Kojo Q. I did a live and I said it's Kojo Q. One Love. Yeah, Kev the Topic, which people need to check out. Check out Kev the Topic.
He's a Ghanaian rapper?
He's a Ghanaian rapper, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, great, crazy rapper. That's 3. And I said Manifest. And then the last one was who? Sark.
Wow.
Yeah, so, not in any order. Put a camera on me. Yeah, put a camera on me. Not in any order. I mean, not the controversy and things. I'm not the guy, bro. So, yeah.
So you also said talent don't really matter in the music industry. It's all about cash.
Did I say that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been trending. If you Google your name, it comes.
It comes?
Yes.
I'll check it out because I don't remember saying that. What I would have said is, these days, talent is not the first prerequisite to being a successful artist. You have to have more than that, way more than that. Talent is like 30%. I don't want to mention artists who I don't consider to be talented. I think everybody's gifted. Everybody has a gift. God, when He creates you, He gives you something that, where you're there, this is what you do. You sell tomatoes, you sell it well, you become rich, or you are an artist, or you are whatever. But there are some people who want to force themselves into a certain role.
Yeah.
That is where I have a problem. And unfortunately, we live in a world where talent is not the number one thing. So you have to have way more than talent.
Wow. So would you say the beefing thing happening right now in our industry helps the music?
That's hip hop. That's hip hop through and
Strictly.
through. Through and through. That's hip hop. That's dance hall. I don't see it in a lot of other genres because you don't get like country music, for example, beefing.
Yeah.
You don't get, high life artists beefing or anything. You get a hip hop because it's an aggressive type of music. So if you left yourself, you get.
So would you encourage the upcoming artists who are looking up to you guys to enter into beef instead of doing good music for the?
I don't call it beef, bro.
Okay.
You know what beef is, man. What's beef? Beef is when your people are not safe in the streets.
In the streets, right?
Beef is when ICU, guaranteed to be an ICU, intensive care unit. You will be lying in a hospital bed.
But by now.
That is, beef. That's what beef is. So if we are going to take an American term and use it in our culture, then let's put it in context. Let's know what it is about.
Okay.
If you beef somebody, that means you have a real problem with the person. If you see the person, you are effing him up on sight. That's what beef is. But we have competition amongst ourselves.
Okay, competition. So you call it competition?
I call it competition, healthy competition.
Okay.
Because if I'm a rapper and this guy, I don't like this guy, I'm allowed to say something about him and cause that competition. Let the people judge who is the best rapper amongst us. It's good. But the beef thing, when I hear beef, I laugh because I grew up in the era where, beef was real. You didn't want to be in beef with
That
anybody.
was Tupac and their Biggie time.
I didn't grow up back then. That wasn't my time. that was before me, but I heard about it when I came. Maybe I know.
So that's Exdo and...
Exdo's thing was interesting.
Reggie Rockstone back
That wasn't really beef. But
it was a punchlines,
Was punches or punchlines?
Yeah, punchlines, like in his rap.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's competition. Crazy. When you're talking about punchlines, yes, that's the one you write. Yeah. When you talk about punches, that's the one you fight. So it's different. It's different, bro.
Oh, okay. Do you have any regrets you being part of this music industry?
I get asked that question a lot, but I never focus on them as regrets. I always say they are lessons because on any journey that you take, you're always going to slip. You're always going to make a wrong turn somewhere. Okay. And if you didn't make those wrong turns, you would never learn anything.
It's true.
So I've definitely made some mistakes. I've made good decisions, bad decisions, but I am happy today because I can say those are things that I don't have to worry about doing ever again.
Yeah.
So
lessons you've learned.
Yes, lessons. Every lesson is like a blessing,
Wow. Okay, so let's go for a commercial break. When we come back, straight into his top 5 music videos, and then we pick it up from there. We'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you are watching Up Close, and I'm here with the superstar, legendary EL. And EL.
What's up, bro?
On social media, somebody just sent me a...
Charlie, social media, they say all sorts of things,
Charlie, they say Joe Metal take your girl. Is it true?
Nah, not be true, man.
Hey.
Joe Metal no take my girl. Which girl that?
I don't know. I mean, they sent a message for me to tell you, to ask you actually.
Oh, I just talked to my girl this morning. She not did Joe Metal in there. She did my side. She
did ours.
I don't know who they talk about. I just spoke to, you see, if my girl hear this thing right now, she would they talk about time too much. Which she know they like attention, so.
Okay, actually, I heard you're dating some beautiful queen somewhere. Are you guys going to get married soon?
We'll see, probably.
So this year, should we expect the wedding?
Oh, this year, I don't think so. Even she doesn't want to get married right now, man. We're living our lives. We're trying to do things.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Are you married?
So let's get into your top 5 music videos.
Yo.
Okay, so your top 5 music videos. Let's take it from number 5.
Okay, so number 5, I'll go for Baddest Boss by Miss V. Beautiful video featuring Mogies. Yeah.
So why did you choose that video?
It's just a clean video. It's by one of my favorite video directors, Justin Campos.
Oh,
He's a
okay,
South
yeah, from
African
South
director.
Africa.
Yeah, he directed Ay 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 for me.
Wow.
And a few other videos. So yeah, number 5.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at Baddest Boss, right? Miss V Moogies. We'll be right back. Okay, so that was Baddest Boss, Miss V Moogies. Beautiful video shot in South Africa, man. Charlie, Ghanaians, we're going higher, man. Yeah.
Sir.
All right, so let's go number 4.
Okay, number 4, I'll go for in a song. It's like one of my favorite songs right now. Actually, it's Darko Vibes and King Promise.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Your favorite song?
One of my favorite songs right now. Yeah.
Okay, you looking at working with any of the artists?
Darko is like one of my favorite artists. So definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that video?
Because it's beautiful, man. It's not really about the video for me. It's about the song, what the song does for the video, not what the video does for the song.
Okay.
You know? So the song made the video great. Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Darko Vibes, King Promise. Let's take a look at it. We'll be right back. All right, so that was Darko Vibes featuring King Promise. Beautiful video, beautiful song. I mean, you should see those beautiful ladies in there. Charlie, Ghana the B keke. Your number 3?
Number 3, I'll go for Higher by Higher by EL. Yeah.
Your own song, right?
Yeah, Higher by EL, man.
Yeah, but what motivated that song? Because that song looks, if you listen to it, it's just like Coco vibes, you know?
Yeah, it's very inspirational, man. I'm about inspiring people, man. I just want to inspire people to do more. And if it's a song that's going to inspire you to go higher, then I'm all about it.
Straight, man. Okay, so Higher, we'll be right back. Okay, so that was Higher, beautiful video by EL, Charlie. EL. So number 2?
Number 2, I'll go for La Familia. That's Joey B featuring Sack and Kwesiaka.
Well, why that video?
Oh, it's just hard. It's just grimy, man. You should see that video. Yeah, the director did an amazing job on that one. So
really?
Love it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at La Familia, Joey B. We'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. That was La Familia, Joey B. Gang, you know what I'm saying? So let's go number 1.
Number 1, I'll go for Efa Hombang by EL.
Efa Hombang.
Yes.
There was a story.
Yeah.
Some choristers or some people came up saying you stole their hook.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what's the truth about this one?
Yeah, it's very true. I did steal it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
I liked it.
You didn't ask for any permission, or so are you paying royalties to them, or how is the movement like?
Well, we tried to get in touch with them, but we couldn't.
But is everyone on social media?
Trust me, social media, phone calls, I couldn't get in touch with them.
Wow.
So we still, if
but
you're
you be
watching,
star. I mean, it's easy to get to you when they go to your
yeah,
Instagram,
if they want to get to me,
can...
yeah, but obviously we couldn't get through to them. I had my lawyer try and get in touch. Me, myself personally, I had my PR try to get in touch.
Wow.
We have their phone numbers because they did an interview on City FM.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was threatened to, to be served with court, whatever. So I said, yeah, it's true. The sample belongs to them. So I would like to compensate them, or we can sit down and have a negotiation if they want about the song. But we haven't had any contact with them, and the music needs to be born. So we went ahead and dropped it.
Yeah. You talked about your story.
Yeah.
As in, Elom they smoke weed.
Yeah.
Elom after VGMA, Elom got lost.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Is it true you smoke weed?
No, I don't smoke weed anymore. For some, when I was in college, we experimented with a whole bunch of stuff.
So anymore means you used
to? Yeah, I used to back then.
Okay.
But, every guy in his journey, you're curious,
Yeah.
So now I don't do that anymore.
Okay, and then VGMA, after you got lost, what happened?
No, I didn't. I was actually making music, but the thing is, when you reach a certain height, people expect you to do certain things, which it not be you, it's not me. I don't need to do those things that other artists have done. Like I told you, I'm just different. So that was the story there.
Okay, let's take a look at the video.
Check it out.
I need you to look into the camera.
Yeah.
And introduce the song.
Oh.
Your video, man.
You guys know what it is. I don't say too much about this. You've seen the video. The video is speechless. So check it out. Let's go.
That was a beautiful video by EL. Wow, EL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Charlie, that was a good video, man.
Thank you, bro.
And the cast.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy.
Pretty.
How was it like for you shooting the video? Because it looks like you were moving from places to
Yeah,
places.
it was stressful, man. It
Really?
was really stressful. Like, not because of the people, but the logistics. We had to move a camera crew, a production crew from one place to another, within a short period of time, because we didn't want to be booking a media company for 1 week. So we had to shoot it in like a short period.
Wow.
But it came out beautifully. It was fun.
Wow.
So,
That's good. And how is the song doing so far?
It's doing amazing, man.
Yeah.
Up till now, people are still doing a Bank challenge.
Yeah.
Up till now.
Yeah?
So I just can't wait to like perform it, to get out on stage and see the crowd reaction when that track comes on.
A lot of artists been coming through.
Yeah.
And I have been asking them about taking royalties in the music industry.
Yeah.
Kevin Boy said no.
Right.
Other artists said no. What about you? Do you take royalties? Do you get your royalties every month or every year or every quarter?
Well, I have been receiving, I'm not an expert, but what I can say about that is, yes, my team collects from Gamro.
Whoa, you take royalties from Gamro?
Is that like a shocker? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a shock to me because everybody I asked about.
Yeah. You probably asked like the few who don't take royalties from Gamro. Because I know a couple of my
other artists
also take royalties. Just go there. The thing is, you have to go there. If you don't go there to find out your situation, then you won't know. So just because you haven't received it doesn't mean it's not there waiting for you. You probably have accumulated millions and you don't know. So
millions.
Always check. Yeah.
So it means that artists makes a lot of money in Ghana.
Depending on the regularity of your spins or whatever that's involved. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I know that the people have been taking some checks.
I asked one other artist, right? Yeah. And then he said because of the kind of money they give the artists, he's not interested. 20 Ghana, 50 Ghana.
Oh, really? 20
100 Ghana.
Oh, no.
80 Ghana.
Then you have to do something.
But how much have you been taking? Like millions? Like thousands of Ghana cities?
I'll be honest with you. The first one I took, it was okay. It wasn't a fortune, but it was something that was because I hadn't taken any money from them
for
before.
A long time. Okay.
So all that accumulation was pretty substantial, Okay. So let's say over a period of 5 years they've been collecting. I was able to do something solid with that. So if you keep it like say I go collect every 2, 3, 4,
then
you're making some money. You're making some good money. So
that's good.
Our whole business is about accumulating. From streams, from downloads, from Gamro,
from other sources.
Download Gamro.
Anyway, any project you're working on this year?
I'm working with a few artists now. I'm working with AI.
Okay.
On his new album, I'm working.
Now you and AI dropped an album together.
It was an EP.
Okay.
Yeah, the link up EP. It was just something we thought we should do because the vibe in the studio,
was different.
It was good. So we said let's do some songs together.
Okay.
But I'm working with him. I'm working with these two guys called Kev, like I mentioned before.
Okay.
Kev and Grenade, who's also an amazing artist. So, and after that, I'm working on my own project as well. I'm working with a few companies outside to make sure that it's a global release. So that's why it's taking so long.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll get there.
Do you like sports? With this height to be everybody know where the direction goes.
Yeah, when I was in Legon, I used to be a basketball player. I used to play ball. So
basketball.
I love
so
basketball.
If I say you should name your top 5 favorite basketballs of all time.
Yeah. Okay. In no order, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so,
in any of them.
I'm pretty like when I used to watch basketball. That was the time we had Tracy McGrady.
Okay.
Allen Iverson. Yeah,
Iverson changed the game.
Iverson changed.
He didn't bring the swag.
Wow, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, may his soul rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting one person.
LeBron.
I love LeBron. And then who should I mention at all? I forget one person.
Huh?
I wouldn't say Jordan because my time will be Jordan.
Jordan's time, but Jordan is a all-time favorite.
Yeah.
You know.
And Vince Carter also changed the game
right?
for me. Vince Carter was a big influence on our time.
Wow. But you see, basketball is not really growing in Ghana. What can you tell the government, you know, if they can work something around it? Because if you see all the investments that's going into sports, it's strictly football.
Yeah,
and basketball is. I went to New York, right?
Yeah.
And it was like everybody was on basketball.
Yeah.
Nobody's even talking about soccer.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I think
they mentioned the kind of money the basketball.
Yeah, they're making an insane amount of money. And when you go to some parts of Europe, it's all football. And they're making an insane amount of money over there. So I guess every country gets a sports weight, and you're like, if you go to India, they don't talk about football or basketball, they talk about cricket. I don't know what that game is about. I don't have a clue what they are doing, but that's the game they love. So I guess to each his own. If we like football here, which I'm not a big fan of, then that's what we do.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
The last words to your fans out there, man.
Yo, I love you guys, man. All my aliens, all the guys who support EL music, keep going, keep supporting me. I love you. Everywhere I go in the world, I tell people that, look, I'm not here because of me. I'm here because of my people who support me. So I love you guys. People who don't support EL music, I love you guys.
True.
Keep doing what you do, man. You know, it's love, baby.
Yo, man, it's been great having you on the show,
Same here, man.
Charlie, thanks, man. And last time you had an accident. I mean, just coming to do an interview with me, and Charlie, I really appreciate that love, man.
I appreciate
when you hurt, I mean.
No, man, still strong, man. Still strong, Vim.
But I heard your car got messed up.
Yeah, we're about to go pick it up from here, actually. So I guess it was just
something, you know.
Yeah, it's just something, man. Yeah, but they fixed it, so we're good.
Thanks for coming through, bro. Appreciate the love, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right. Okay, guys. You know EL, man. Now you know EL. When I say you know EL, you know EL. From back in the days, into Skillions, into his first music video, into his projects he's been working on, a whole lot. I mean, really appreciate you sitting there watching the show. You know, Upclose, your favorite show, man. Same time, same place. You already know.